Johnson will just fuck up the process so neither candidate reaches 270. I ask, and I'm asking like non-rhetorically, like I'm genuinely asking, what possible recourse does a democracy have for behavior like this that isn't arrest of people attempting to obfuscate the results of the process and throw the election in favor of fascism? It seems like a system in which this is not illegal is a system that doesn't work. It's like an obvious fault. It's like an idiot. It would be like if you found a legal loophole where you could murder people with no consequences whatsoever, like just freely, because instead of murdering them, you're actually setting up like a kind of legal Rube Goldberg machine or whatever. I mean, we do social murder all the time, but usually that's through law, not through individual action. Any system in which you can just get away with this, that's just like, well, obviously there should be a law against it. It should be illegal. Didn't Georgia block these attempts? Yeah, but we'll see. Keep in mind that even if the electors do something illegal, there is a possibility the courts just like reaffirm it anyway, right? I mean, at the end of the day, all of this comes down to court rulings if we're talking about stuff like withholding the electors. Wait, does this mean if we win the House in the election, then Johnson can't do anything? The House of Representatives is sworn in before January 6th, isn't it? Isn't the new House sworn in early enough? Yes? Yeah, so if we won the House, it would be a moot point. But even then, it would be like it would be like a knife's edge victory. It would be like, you need to win first of all, Kamala Harris needs to win the Electoral College, because if she loses the Electoral College, Trump just wins anyway. And then you have to win the House, because if you lose the House, they withhold electors and it doesn't reach 270, and then we lose in the House, you know? So it's like we need to win at every point to not lose to the fascists, and they only need one win at one point, you know? The system is stupid. This isn't even the system. This isn't the system. This isn't how it's supposed to work at all. This is just a deliberate manipulation of antiquated rules being done in bad faith by people who are trying to destroy the government. This isn't like the way it's supposed to work. Now, I don't even think there's like a precedent for this. I have no idea what would even happen. In a sane country, if like even attempting all of this should just put you in jail. Like, congratulations, you're going in a hole in the ground. Like if planning to shoot up a building is a crime, and it is, justifiably so, in my humble opinion. I think the law is right on that one. All of this, even planning for this, has to be a crime. Merrick Garland, what are you doing right now? I feel like one of these scenarios results in the Pentagon marching in the Capitol building or the White House. I mean, I don't think marching on, but like after January 6th, the Pentagon did step in. So it's possible that like if things get feisty enough, that does happen. But it's like all of this could be avoided if you just enforce the law. Pentagon isn't controlled by the left or right. Yeah, but the Pentagon doesn't like Trump because he's like an obvious America-hating dictator who is buddy-buddy with all of the enemies of the Pentagon. Like, the Pentagon is primarily concerned with national security, and Donald Trump is the largest security risk in American history by a huge margin. The states wouldn't even have to do it themselves. If the election is as narrow as like 272 to 267, you only need 3 spineless, faithless electors betray on their own account. Yeah, I mean, it seems like that's the plan. So I guess this is what we have to look forward to. No one even gives a shit, man. I don't even see that much media coverage of it. Hang on, Vosh, the electors are handpicked by the nominee and they're bound to vote for the president. Yeah, but like, what if they just don't? What if, again, like, laws don't matter unless you arrest the people who break them. There is no consequence. If there's no consequence to breaking the law, then there's no law. So if there's no enforcement whatsoever on any of these systems, then what do you get? Which government office would be in charge of coming after these guys? The DOJ? I mean, yeah. Not voting for the state's presidential winner is only illegal in some states. In which states are faithless electors legal? Seeing a few notable states here that don't bind electors. This might be an older map, though. The electors are chosen by the party. Why would DNC electors vote for Trump? Don't you remember what the plan was for January 6th? By rejecting the electors or refusing to sign on them, the plan was to send them back to the states to continue this like ongoing process of like checking and rechecking and triple checking everything, you know, checking in an effort to try to invalidate the electors sent by Democrats. I mean, the point is to cause so much chaos that they manage to win in the struggle. Blue prohibits faithless electors. Purple prohibits faithless electors and explicitly cancels faithless votes. Gray has no laws to that effect. And of course, in the gray category, we have Pennsylvania and Georgia. Well, Tuna Tataki, this is winning with the House, or helping with the House. Whatever, we're doing speculation here.